And the new Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu, Joseph Vijay, in fact, surprised many when he made a lot of courtesy calls today, including to his arch political rivals, that is former Chief Minister Stalin, as well as Deputy Chief Minister Udayanidhi Stalin, who he greeted with a hug and even a shawl, amongst, of course, a galaxy of other top leaders of Tamil Nadu. To talk about Vijay, about the prospects that he has and whether he'll be able to deliver on his promises, I spoke to two of his cousins. Listen in to what his sisters had to say. And we have two very special guests. We have cousins of Vijay who've penned an emotional letter for him. Pallavi Surendra and Keerthana Surendra are joining us. Thank you so much for speaking to us. Now, you've both released an emotional letter for your Anna, who's now the newly appointed Tamil Nadu Chief Minister, C. Joseph Vijay. Can you start by telling us what this means to you, the win, and the fact that your brother is now the Chief Minister? Pallavi first.
Okay, thank you so much for having me today. Honestly, it was an emotional and pride moment for our entire family, I must say. For me and Keerthana, he's always been our Anna. But seeing him, take the oath as the Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu, it was surreal. It was truly historic. And about the letter, I think it would be more relevant for Keerthana to explain about it, because she was the one who drafted the entire letter. Okay,
Keerthana, over to you.
Okay, firstly, thank you so much for having us here. And this is an extremely emotional moment for our entire family. And we have seen Arana C. Joseph Vijay dedicate himself wholeheartedly. And that's when this letter to Anna has popped up suddenly. And we were thinking about doing something special for Anna, and that's how we thought we wanted to write him in person and hand it over to him. But I think social media helped us do that.
Right. Right. But, let me also ask you, Pallavi, normally there's so much animosity in politics. Normally, people who are political rivals, they also treat each other as personal foes. But Vijay today has gone to meet former Chief Minister Stalin, Udayanidhi Stalin. He's also seen hugging them. And, of course, various other political leaders. Do you think this is a difference, a freshness in approach that he's bringing? And knowing him personally, what do you think is in his mind?
So I think he's been very, very strategical in whatever he's doing. His strategy has worked out so well, and it's been very positive so far. And also people today, I think they can easily recognize what is real and what is not. And I think Vijay Anna, he never tried to, suddenly become someone in politics, right? The humility, the discipline he had, the concern for people he's had over the years, I think he's the one suitable for leadership. And meeting other leaders, I think it's very, very important, because during the oath ceremony, what we had seen during this entire the ceremony itself is other leaders also had accepted him, and they also feel it is very relatable, and everybody, including the other leaders, also wants a fresh government for Tamil Nadu.
I'm going to come to you about the oath ceremony itself, but I want to ask you, Keerthana, what do you think has worked for him? Because it's barely 2 years since he floated his party. What do you think has, assured the people's trust in him that they voted for him in such a huge manner?
Honestly, I think people connected with him with a lot of honesty and consistency that we had with him. They did not really just see him as a celebrity entering politics, right? So they saw someone who genuinely wanted to serve people. So I think that connection made people connect with him in a real-time basis and with a lot of emotion, and the trust that he has earned, right? So people believed his intentions, and I think that truly has been seen, and we are really proud of it.
Right. And, we've seen a number of videos that have been uploaded of the celebrations after the win. Some are with Vijay himself, Pallavi, for instance, where we can see him greet everyone with humility. How would you describe your brother, knowing him personally?
Okay, so off camera, I think away from public life, Vijayana is actually very, very grounded and very simple person, I must say. And no matter how big the occasion is or whatever his busy schedule is, he's always treated everyone with warmth and respect. And even during the celebrations, you could see that his focus was always on thanking people, rather than celebrating himself. I think what is Keerthana's views about it?
And
I
Keerthana,
think,
yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. So I think this entire thing that's happening currently in Tamil Nadu, it's a very emotional moment, not just for the family, but for the entire, entire nation and people who follow at Thalapathy C. Joseph Vijay. I think he's a very dedicated person, and his sincerity and purpose to serve has been really received well. And seeing him take oath as chief minister, right? It's just not proud family moment. I think it feels like a victory for every person who believed in his vision and honesty.
No, but I must also tell you that, the 3-4 days before his actual oath taking were a complete nail biter. I'm sure you were also sitting on the edge of your seat, like many of us. I was, of course, reporting on the ground in Chennai outside the Lok Bhavan, and we really didn't know what would happen. And in that sense, his government formation wouldn't have been possible without these smaller parties supporting him, including Congress, etc. Do you have any idea about whether he's nervous about the stability of his government? Pallavi or Keerthana, any of you would like to say that?
I think he definitely understands the responsibility he's carrying on his shoulders right now, and that comes really from the support he has. He respects every party, of course, and the leader who stood with him during this entire journey, all the leaders. So what I've seen is he's focused more on the stability through very good governance and the mutual respect rather than the political perspective alone. So he's actually very calm by nature, but I wouldn't say that he's nervous. I would say he's very aware of the responsibility and the commitment he's making, to the people and to the government, and what he's going to do as the government work, in whole for the Tamil Nadu people.
Right. And also,
So I think... Yeah, sorry, just to add up to what Pallavi just said, I also think Anna believes strongly in collective leadership and democratic cooperation, right? So right now, I think, as she just rightly said, his entire focus is on governance and fulfilling the promises that he has just made, right? So I think he values relationships, and and we totally believe he will handle responsibilities with maturity.
Right. Now, one of the questions that, many have posed, and I'd like your responses on this. Many are pointing out the fact that Vijay has no prior administrative experience. So they are questioning about whether he will be able to deliver on the many promises he has made. Keerthana first.
I was hardly able to hear you.
No, the fact that he doesn't have administrative experience is something that his rivals, that several analysts have questioned about whether he'll be able to deliver on his promises. So what makes you believe that?
Yeah, 100%. The journey that he's going through is definitely not easy, right? So one thing about Anna is that he has faced a lot of challenges, and he has his own core principles and values, right? So I think he will definitely stay focused. His calmness is, everyone knows how calm he is and how deep-rooted his commitment to the people is. So as a family, I think we certainly have that trust on him, and I think he's going to definitely handle it in the best way possible.
Which are the challenges you're referring to?
So the challenges, as in, see, the 2-year-old, the baby party has come in with a big bang, and I think there are other major, politically, fully strength parties here, and I think so. The challenges, the major challenges would be the fulfillment of his promises, and that's the most expectation from the people. So I think. Every challenge will come with a lot of struggles, and I think he's going to definitely make it up.
All right. The question that I'd also like to ask Pallavi is that the big question is if all the promises are delivered, that also means a huge expenditure on the state. 1 lakh crores for a state that's already got 10 lakh crores of debt by his own admission. Pallavi, the fact that his promises will cost about 1 lakh crore to the state, already the state is in 10 lakh crores of debt. So is this a fair question that when many ask, where is he going to get all this money from?
See, I would start from his entire journey, if you allow me, because this is not, yes, the party was started 2 years back, but the work that he started doing for the people, it started way back in 2009 or 2005. I'm not even sure, because he has his own, Rasigar Mandram. Which again shifted in 2015 as an entire association where they started to serve people, right? And it was all done with his own hard-earned money. In fact, the Gujarat fled to COVID, to all the whatever challenges the people in Tamil Nadu and as well as the other states who had actually faced in India. He had contributed to all of that. But yes, I think he has his own plans and he has his own strategy. And I can very confidently say that the team he has along with him, who has, expertise and experience in their own industries, would be supporting him, and they will definitely execute what they have promised.
Right. But Pallavi, let me ask you this question. He's defeated the DMK and the AIDMK. How will his politics be different from those parties? Is it a rejection of Dravidian politics? Because Dravidian politics has dominated Tamil Nadu politics for the last several decades.
So, yeah, with all due respect, the other two parties have about 60 to 70 years plus years of experience, in the industry. Definitely, he's not ignored anything that they have done. Of course, they are all, giants in the industry. But what I totally feel is definitely he's not, rejected or not avoiding the, visions that the other party has. But to be honest, the people of Tamil Nadu, they need fresh change to this entire society and community. And I think he's going to execute all of that step by step. But even during the oath ceremony, he had actually said it on to the people during the ceremony itself that he's going to take baby steps and he needs time to actually streamline and strategize everything that would be, going to be the best practices for us in the future.
Right. And why do you think that Vijay succeeded, but other big stars like Kamal Haasan, Vijay Kant didn't have a similar kind of success?
So I think Anna as a person is so grounded. If I can just answer that, he's so respectful and caring for that matter. And no matter how big the moment is, I think he always treats people with the warmth and humility he always carries with him.
My simple point that I was making is that you mentioned challenges. So, there are obviously huge challenges that he had, professionally speaking, politically speaking. And that was, of course, we saw Karur stampede happen, the investigation that was going on into this entire case, first by the state government, then by the CBI. Many such challenges that he has faced professionally. He also had some personal challenges. Would you say that the professional challenges were bigger than the personal ones? How do you see this period that he has gone through the last few months?
Yeah, see, not just few months, because we've been, seeing him from his childhood and, growing up with him. It has definitely been very challenging journey for him. If you ask, my view is that public life itself comes with immense pressure. And when you move from cinema to politics, I mean, the scrutiny becomes even more intense. Yeah, but Vijay Anna, I think he's focused both in his personal life and professional challenges along the way. But one thing about him is that he never allows setbacks to change who he is. So I think that is his biggest strength. And yeah, Keerthana, would you like to add up?
Yeah,
okay,
as she rightly mentioned, he stayed focused, he stayed calm, and he stayed very deeply committed to the people.
All right. Pallavi and Keerthana, I'd like to thank you both so much for joining us and sharing with us your views so candidly. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Thalapathy.